Bro,
is quite the
get
upgrade
to the
from my last
motherfucking
van build.
Hey y'all, everybody in the chat, would you live in a van, bro? I gotta know, cause I wouldn't.
Welcome to my humble abode. This is a 2020 Ram ProMaster 3500 159-inch extended wheelbase high top van. Most of the build I did myself. However, I had my brother help me with all the cabinetry. We're gonna start from the back and move forward. So follow me back to the bedroom. I'll see you there. So here we are. Welcome to the bedroom. Yes, I am on my bed with my shoes on. Long hair, don't care. It's my van, I do what I want. This is a full-size mattress. And I am 5'10", and I sleep here absolutely comfortably with so much room to spare. I'm pretty sure a 6'2" person could probably sleep here. I maximized as much space in the bedroom as possible, just in case I had a weird growth spurt and got up to 6'2". I don't know, man, you never know. You just gotta be ready for anything in life, and that's what I'm definitely ready for. I see your link
though, bro. My God, I'm gonna watch it.
And
after
then
this.
on the nice toasty nights when I just need a little airflow in the bedroom, I got this bad boy right here. This is a Max Air fan, which is pretty cool. It blows air in and sucks air out. However, my fan right now, the motor is kind of messed up, so it only works on the first setting, but it has 10 settings, so it can blow really good. I just haven't experienced it yet because it's broken. So I'm waiting on them to send me a new part for that. But in the meantime, I have this fan next to my bed, which is really awesome because I can move it anywhere I want. I can turn it this way, I can turn it down, up, whatever. So if I'm laying on this side or this side, I can have the fan pointing at my face and keep me cool during the night. All right, moving on, we've got our clothes storage. It's not really anything special here. I store my shirts, socks, underwear, lingerie, pants, you know, whatever. But yeah, and then these are right next to the bedroom. We've got my hanging closet. I got these awesome handles off of Etsy. If I could have every freaking handle in this van be this, I would, because I love them. But this is where I hang all of my shirts, sweaters, coats, jackets, you have it, and my belt. Pretty gnarly. It's totes gnar, bro. This, my friends, is my beautiful kitchen. If you guys have been following my YouTube channel, you would know that in my last van, my kitchen was not so luxurious. I had a foot pump for my water system. For my fridge, I had a cooler. And for my stove, it was a camping stove that I had to pull out, put together to use, and then when I was done, I had to take it apart and store it away. It was probably one of the most inconvenient things I've ever had to live with. But that is no longer, my friend. In this van, we live in luxury. Check this out.
He said we live in luxury.
That is an electrical pump, baby. That is pure luxury. I cannot express how excited I am about that. So under this beautiful sink, we've got these amazing doors that I'm really proud of. I love these knobs. Got these off Etsy. Stenciled these back. It allows you access to my gray water tank. Basically what gray water is all the soapy water that you use to wash dishes. It flows out from under the sink and into this tank. I also store my trash and Millie's food down here, along with a few cleaning supplies. Pretty simple sink setup, but I just love these doors, so I had to show them off. They're just so pretty to me. So this here is probably one of the It is massive. Look at this sucker. It's huge. I even got tea in here. I got all my veg. I got my meats. Like, I mean, come on. Like, you can't have a better fridge in a van. Also, I would like to add that this fridge, even though it's huge, its power consumption is so small. I think when the compressor is actually on, it maybe uses 6 amps, which is nothing. Very, very happy with this bad boy. This has been a lifesaver. This is not only a stove, it's an oven too. And right under my oven, I've got a drawer where I store all of my pots and pans. And because this thing is literally so massive, it's super heavy, so I had to put these child lock things on in order to keep it from coming out while I'm driving and going around heavy turns. And it surprisingly works really well. Also, did I mention I have an oven? What the freak? That's so awesome! And above the kitchen area, this is where I store plates, cups, miscellaneous kitchen stuff. Right here, some food, vegetables, fruit. And in this last cabinet is where I store all my spices and whatnot. This drawer right here is actually a part of my kitchen too. I was building out my kitchen and then I realized I had nowhere to store any of my utensils. So I had to think quick, and I felt like this was a good spot for it. Doesn't have a handle yet, but it's a pretty massive drawer that I fill with all of my utensils. How it is. And this is my dining room. I've got this awesome extension to my countertop. It's on a flip-up mechanism. I often eat my breakfast and my dinner here because I've got this giant window to look out of, and it's really, really nice. Also, right above me is where I store all my shoes and toiletries and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. And right next to my shoe storage is a bill. And under the passenger seat of my van, I have a diesel heater installed. And this bad boy, it keeps me nice and toasty in the winter months. It is fully operational off of my solar system that I have installed in my van, as well as diesel fuel. Alright, so now we're on the lower end of the van. This is probably like the cute height. And guess what? I did. I like to crate Millie when I'm not in the van because she likes to climb on the countertops when I'm not here and there's scratches all over it. Also, there was an instance where she was sitting in the driver's seat and someone called animal control even though it was 60 degrees outside. It's a whole thing. So I keep her in the crate. His bedroom is pretty freaking legit if you ask me. Now, for the moment that you've all been waiting for. My gaming station / editing station / workstation. Yes, I am able to game fully off-grid. I am powered off of the sun, and it's wonderful. I can play World of Warcraft, I can play Call of Duty, I can play whatever I want, anywhere I want, anytime that I want. And it's the most freeing feeling
that's kind of cool
ever. I basically got a full-size desk with a full-size computer in my
camper,
van, and it is
streaming like a dope window too, not a lame shit.
This thing is so comfortable, even though I'm in this wooden chair here, it's still comfortable. I actually opted to not do a gaming chair or a rolling desk chair because not only do they take up a lot of space, but a rolling chair in a moving vehicle is probably the worst idea in the world. And I learned that from my last build because I had a rolling desk chair. Now, I'm not going to go into the full details of my gaming setup because I want to dedicate an entire video to it so I can dive really deep into how I power things. And then right under that, constantly, and I just sort of go outside and do my business there. I really only implemented this toilet in my van for dire emergencies. When I'm in a place where I can't go outside, there's no public restroom, this is my last resort. I haven't used it yet, but it is a toilet. It's quite small, but it's definitely a toilet. So there you have it, right there, right near my desk, and I can actually, I didn't even think about this, but I can sit at this toilet and look at these views out this window. Pretty luxurious, if you ask me. Welcome to my garage.
I could never, bro.
First up, this is my propane locker. This houses my propane tank in an airtight container. Propane leaks a little bit, so you don't want a propane tank just sitting in your van, so you have to put it in an airtight container in your van instead of inside your van. Up above my propane locker is my outdoor shower. Now, it's not the nicest shower in the world. I don't have hot water, it's just cold water. However, it works! I've had many showers in the middle of nature, and it's like the most freeing feeling in the world to just get naked and shower in the middle of nowhere off of your van. Like, it's super cool. And right next to my shower is my water inlet for my water tank. I just unscrew this, and whenever I'm at a water spigot, I can just use a hose, poke it in there, and then fill up my 40-gallon water tank, just like that. Directly behind my propane locker is my water tank. This is a 40-gallon water tank that will last me about a week worth of being off grid, which is kind of insane between me drinking water, washing dishes, and showering once a week with it. That's kind of crazy that my 40-gallon water tank can last me up to 7 days. And the way I measure out how much water is left in my tank, I have this hole here that I carved out. It exposes the tank wall. You can actually see the water level in it, which is really convenient. So every now and then I come back here and check to see my water level, and if it's a little too low, I just go into town and refill and then come back out. Well, this side of the van, my friends, is the mitochondria of the van, the powerhouse. This is where all the power is conjured, consumed, and stored. Starting off with this front panel here, this is my breaker box. This is where I house booster, and basically what that does, I have C components to my power are stored. On the roof of my van, I have two 300 watt Renogy solar panels that collect energy from the sun, and that energy is then stored in two 310 amp hour AGM VMAX tank batteries that I have here. And with that setup, I am able to game and live off grid almost infinitely. As long as there's a few sunny days here and there, I can pretty much live infinitely off of this